Alpha is really changing the image that people have about the Catholic Church.
It opened my eyes that there was more to being a Christian than just turning up at church on a weekly basis.
It gives you the ability to just explore the Christian faith.
I rejoice and I thank God for arising in the Church Alpha course.
The fruit of the course has convinced me that this course has been blessed by God.
Alpha es como una llave para abrir el corazón de la persona a Jesús.
Being Christian is not only following Jesus wherever he goes, but it's also obeying his command to go and announce the gospel to the other end of the world.
Alpha is a way which leads people to Jesus, but not the Jesus we have for many centuries known as an idea, but the real, the living Jesus, the risen Jesus.
The Alpha course is a 10-week introduction course to the Christian faith, open to anybody.
It's a very natural environment because people come as guests, not as students. And they come and they're welcomed usually by friends or family members.
You feel like you can ask a ridiculous question, but it's important to you at the time.
A typical Alpha in our parish starts with food, which is great. People after a long day getting to sit down and have a meal.
Then you've got a short talk about the Christian faith, a number of how and why questions, which are so important for our contemporaries.
Followed by small group discussion. It's in the small group that people begin to freely exchange their ideas.
Alpha is a wonderful method to introduce people to a first knowledge of faith in a way that is very appropriate to modern man.
And it's just a really kind of like safe environment where you can ask what you want, say what you want.
One of the advantages of Alpha course is that it focuses on the Kerygma. In the ancient church there was a clear distinction between the Kerygma and the Didache or the Catechesis. The Kerygma was the starting point of faith, and the Catechesis had to form the faith, but faith in itself blossoms only by hearing the Kerygma.
And we know by experience that trying to give people catechesis who have not come to know Christ in a personal way is like trying to plant seeds in concrete. It doesn't work.
The name is not Alpha and Omega course, it's Alpha course, which means that Alpha is a beginning, an introduction.
It's like a ripple effect. It's like when you throw a stone into a pond, the circles start to move outwards, and the more we do Alpha, the more people who attend then become the leaders, and it seems to get bigger and bigger and bigger, so the impact has been huge on our parish.
That Mass on a Sunday now feels like a community as opposed to a group of strangers turned up that know all the same words and know all the songs. Now it seems like a community, it's a family affair, and that's, I believe, as a result of Alpha.
I was on the edge of my seat wanting more, and finding when the course completed that day that it just wasn't enough, and I knew I had to come back.
So it just touched the very core of everything that I needed to know. It was amazing.
Having done Alpha, it led on to me becoming Catholic.
Prior to the Alpha course, I wasn't a very nice person to know. By week 4, I knew that I was a completely different person.
Completely amazing. It just woke me up to the realisation that God is real.
I suddenly realised that God wasn't this kind of untouchable thing that, you know, you just read about. He's someone you can have a constant, you can just communicate with him and he'll respond to you.
Because of my background, people who knew me from old are now asking the question, how can he be different than what he was? I need to know more. If they do ask me, that's when I just say, come and see.
Alpha has changed my life, has changed my ministry, it's changed how I experience my priesthood.
Welcome Alpha if it can bring people to this personal relationship with Jesus.